I'm going to show you how I achieved this look from my White Rabbit series. The episode is called A Christmas Massacre by the Santa Slayer. For the eyeshadow, I'm laying down a pink color first, focusing on the outer corner, and then just blending until you get a very soft shadow look. I added a second slightly deeper color to make the shadow more dimensional, and I finished the outside corner with a pop of deep purple. After blending until your wrists give out, you want to add a shimmer or glitter to the first, I would say 1/3 of your eyelid. I'm adding a very simple eyeliner here, but you can go as bold as you want. Add your foundation as usual. I'm using a CoverGirl stick foundation. You can just do your choice of coverage, really. I like a light coverage, but full coverage is fine too. I like to use a brush, but I always like to go back over my foundation with a beauty blender. It just kind of smooths it out a little more. The next step is concealer. I learned a hack that I actually love. I add a concealer that's the color of my skin for the first layer. And then when that dries, I add a brighter shade of concealer, but only to the inner corner. And then you just blend that out and it looks so good. Here I'm just setting that concealer with a thin layer of powder. To finish up the eyeshadow look, I added bright white to the inner corner of my eyes just to brighten those up. And I took the same colors from the top lid and I repeated it on the lower lash line. Next, you just want to use your favorite mascara. It doesn't matter what kind, and give your lashes a nice coat. Bringing a little color back to the skin is a must, so I'm adding 2 kinds of blush, but obviously you don't have to go as far and dramatic as that, but definitely add some blush. Now this part is optional, but I love to add a little white to my waterline. It really makes your eyes pop. Now here comes the fun part. I'm using water activated black paint here, but if you don't have that, you can use a liquid eyeliner as a replacement. And I'm just drawing swirly lines anywhere that I want to add Christmas lights. And then I'll just go back over those same exact lines to thicken them and really make them stand out. I tried to add a Christmas light string to every area of my face. At one point, I even had some going down my neck, but the water activated paint kept just like smearing, so that didn't work out, but the other areas did. If I had to do this over again, I think I would use a thicker brush because it can be a little difficult to go back over those lines perfectly.
You work at Kohl's, you in dental school. Wife and now you folding clothes, cooking dinner too. Young chiller, girl, I'm known as Pim Griffey too. It's only right that I swing by and hit it too. First base, second base, third base. I'm trying to get you in your birthday. Oh, I know these other niggas thirsty, but please never entertain them, cause that would hurt me, you feel me? Yeah, I know you feel me.
Next, you want to grab a brush
Oh,
roughly the
I know you
same size
feel
as the light bulbs
me.
you
Yeah,
want.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
the easiest step by far. You just cover the brush in your choice of colors and
Girl, I
tap
know you
circles
feel me.
along those
Yeah,
black
yeah,
lines you
yeah,
created.
yeah.
You want to be
So
pretty
what you
close to the
looking for?
lines
What you
because
looking for,
those are where your
baby?
lights are going to
What?
be attached to that string.
Let's not rush into it now. Let's not rush into it. When we get to it, we could give it all that we got.
I ended up wiping this part away. You can already see the line smearing a little bit, but it was cute while it lasted. So, any advice that I could give about this tutorial, I would definitely say if you're going to go down your neck or in like creases, make sure it's not going to activate with water because your skin just rubbing up against itself will definitely smudge it. Depending on how many of these lines you did, it can be kind of tedious, but it is a really easy tutorial. Just make sure you're following the same side of that Christmas light string all the way around. I'm going to speed up the next section of this tutorial just because it's more of the same and I think you get the picture. So I'm just going to quickly move through that so you can get to the next step. Then go back over all of these lights with the end of your brush. You can add white paint or concealer as the center. This part is a little tedious also, but it really brings the look together. Then I went back over each of these lights and I added a small rectangular shape just to connect the lights to the string. If you want, you can pop some rhinestones into the center of the lights. I did. I don't know if they ended up being super visible on camera, but in person they were really cute. I'm finishing off this look with some lashes and some lipstick. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Remember to check out my series, White Rabbit, where I deep dive into anything spooky, odd, or just interesting while I apply some special effects makeup. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share with someone you love. I will see you all next time. Same place, different look.